Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Amazing. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Tell me the story. All right. Michael G. Davis, aka SEO Coach Mike, board certified master practitioner in success coaching, neuro linguistics programming, time techniques, and emotional freedom techniques. I'm the broker and CEO of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. And under our leadership, the company has grown by leaps and bounds. We just celebrated, for you all that was able to participate in our 15-year anniversary. We just celebrated 15 years. Grown the company from two individuals, just me and old Mr. Brooks, to over 140 plus people that are part of the organization right now. I want to give a super shout out to my agent members, my leadership. Got some of my core leadership in the building. What's up, core leadership?
What's up?
Some mentees and some interns and everybody. So again, the way that we're doing our programming for this year, for this season, it's broken into two seasons. The first season goes from January to the end of May. And then the second season goes from June to the end of October. And what we're doing every month, just to kick off our programming for that month, I'm going to be doing a broker's word, which is a training just to really get you all amped and ready to go for what's coming down the pipeline. So the theme for February is all about lead generation, all about business development, all about lead management, all about attracting business. It's all about that. But before I jump into it, man, I always like, when I'm listening to presentations and when I'm hearing people talk, man, I don't know about y'all, man, but I got to size people up. I need to see, hey, does this person really know what they talking about? So I always like to preface when I'm going to speak, just offer a little bit of credibility as far as to me. Over the last 20 years, everybody that I've kind of led and coached, they've been able to see colossal growth, numerous endeavors. I've participated in multiple, over 1,000 transactions, real estate transactions, done over $200 million worth of production in the real estate space. I've invested tens and thousands of dollars into my expertise, 232 plus hours of academic work in success coaching, life coaching, and in business. In some colleges, that's equivalent to a doctorate degree, the amount of academic hours that have been taken. As a leader in business and the real estate industry, my agents and clients have realized over 200% increases in the number of transactions and massive increases in their sales production. I still do real estate and I still do this as a broker because my career is all about helping people get what they want. And what I know people want is a great quality of life, the freedom and flexibility, as well as to get to a position where they can pursue things that make them happy. And that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what I care about. So that's me, as CEO Coach Mike in a nutshell. All right, so now why is this class important? Why is it important to talk about lead generation, attracting business? Why is that so important? Well, I'll tell you why it's important. Because many studies support the idea that they support the idea that attracting business is important. And the reason is because what most of you all probably don't know is that 87% of real estate professionals don't make it within the first 5 years. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that? You knew that? I got my people on the inside. I can see their hands, but my people on Zoom, they so shy. It's so shy. All right, there we go. Get that calendar view. How many of y'all, raise your hand, how many of y'all knew that 87% of realtors, real estate agents will fail in the first 5 years? I mean, ultimately what that's telling us is that there's a 13% chance that an agent will have a tremendous amount of success when it comes to real estate. Somewhat for every 9 realtors that fail, or for every 1 realtor that makes it, 9 of them is going to fail, right? So now, does that give y'all some excitement about the career that you're thinking about for you all that are not licensed yet, but you're thinking about getting into, or for you all that are licensed that you've chosen, right? How do you feel about those numbers, For every one that makes it, nine's not gonna make it. Well, you gotta ask yourself, which side are you gonna be on? Are you gonna be a part of the 10%, Evans? Or are you gonna end up a part of the 90%? The 10%. That's what we want to be. All right. So now in part, some of it has to do with the fact that real estate is challenging. But what distinguishes the successful realtors, what it has to do with certain skill sets and ability. And one of those skill sets and ability is how effective are you at attracting business and how effective are you at lead management, the levels of income. Now we're going to talk about those things, and then we're going to talk about what we're doing in the month of February to contribute to that. All right. Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you are in that 10%, 13% that's highly successful and not in that 90% that's not making. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? So we're going to be discussing leads and attracting business, obviously. We're also going to be visiting our February trainings, lunch presentations, and business development opportunities. And then I'm going to be reminding you all of some outstanding benefits and features you have by being a part of the community. And then we'll do some discussion and I'll answer some questions. And then we'll be done. So make sure you pull out your notebooks, pull out your pens, and take notes. Pull out your notebooks, pull out your pens, and put up your phone, honey Shell. So they'll pay attention. Michelle's in the house. So I give y'all a moment to pull out your notebooks, pull out your pens. Whenever y'all go to an event or to a training, you should always take something to take notes. Because the reality is that if you're going to invest your time, see, time is more valuable than money. So if you're going to invest your time, then you might as well get something from it. And to put you in the best position to get something from your investment of time is to capture what the presenter is talking about. All right. All right, let's do this. Push over on the right screen. Here it is. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get my cursor on the right screen. Here we go. All right. Everybody can see the screen? For my people on Zoom, can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Found out last week y'all don't like to say nothing when y'all ain't seeing what's on the screen. All right. I'm just saying, man. Look, man, I'm just saying, man. All right. So, question for our industry to do well and for you to do well, you know, there's something that you have to do, right? So you ask yourself this question: what ultimately must happen for you to make money in this business? What must happen? Somebody share with me. What do you think ultimately must happen? If you're a real estate professional, you're a licensed real estate agent, this is what you're doing. When you peel away all the layers, what must happen for you to make money?
Close the deal.
All right, Jackie says close the deal. All right.
Recording in progress.
All right.
Create personal. with your line,
Okay, so,
find out what their needs are, listen.
okay, so show up, find out their needs, be personable, and that's gonna get you paid. Is it though? Cause like I feel like I done showed up and been personable with people and.
the bills is still but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then just know your business. Know
Okay.
your business.
Alright,
Confident.
alright, know your business, okay, alright, who else? Who else? How would you answer this question? And even for some of our people that are still working on getting your license, you know, what do you think? Like once you get your license as a real estate agent, what do you think has to happen for you to make money? Michelle said talk to people. Alright, they like to play in the chat.
It's gotta outweigh the expenses.
All right, Ebony B says consistency. Dion says your profits gotta outweigh your expenses or your revenue. Cause if you got profit, if your revenues. All right, revenue, yes, outweigh your expenses. Okay, anybody else? Like, what ultimately must happen for you to make money? It's really simple.
Somebody already said close the deal.
Then that's what it is. That's what it is. Transactions. Transaction. And the reason that you're gonna hear me say this a lot. People gonna hear me say this a lot because people get caught up on all the many details, the many busyness of real estate. The many busyness of real estate. Y'all say the many busyness of real estate. The many busyness of real estate. The reason that 87% of the people don't make it in real estate is because they too busy, right? They too busy to make money. And I want y'all to understand what I'm saying, right? I'm saying it with a smile on my face and a smirk on my face because when you get in this business and when you talk to realtors, that's what you're gonna hear. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Or I'm this busy. You're too busy. This busy. You hear busy, 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 but you hear broke too. So I don't understand. I don't understand how the two align. And the problem is because they don't truly understand what it is that you need to be doing to make money in this business. The end goal is to get to the transaction. So to get to the transaction, you got to be clear on exactly what is it that you need to be doing, what kind of activities you need to be engaging in to actually get to the finish line. So the finish line is the transaction. So again, for you to make money in this business, what has to happen? The transaction. That's it. All right. So now we just got to talk about how do we get there? How do we get to the transaction? What are y'all doing over there? What are y'all doing?
But then no, he got you there. So we looking at the comments online because we can't see this stuff right there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to put y'all out, man. The J team is getting removed, y'all. Okay, so once you embrace that and you understand that, you recognize that's life changing, right? Engaging in activities. Once you get away from the busyness of it, where a lot of agents land engaging in activities that do not contribute to their real business growth, which often leads to a lot of the frustrations that people experience, that often leads to a lot of the stress that people experience. I know y'all have heard me say this before. I call it fake work. Once you get rid of all of that, then you'll truly put yourself to make some true money, and it becomes life-changing. It really becomes life-changing. Okay. All right. So where do we start? Like, where do we start when the first place we have to start is get to the simplicity of this business. How many people feel like this business is simple? Michelle, it's simple. Jackie says it's simple. All right.
I believe the process is simple.
Not to me.
Okay. All right. So we all think it's simple. Okay. What's the problem then? Like, if it's so simple,
Where's your simple ass?
if it's so simple, right? I think we overthink it. I think we complicate it. I think we make it too complex. All right. So we got to drive it. We got to drive to the simplicity of it, because simplicity is genius. Simplifying things. You know, we're in this fast moving world, right? This fast pace, this complex, complicated world. You know, when you get to the point to where you can take the complex and you can simplify it, you can streamline things, you can clear some things up. Like, that's really what contributes to being able to scale. Right? It's hard to scale something when you got a bunch of moving pieces, right? I was literally thinking about that today on my way into the office. And, I just had these random thoughts, but I was thinking about Henry Ford for whatever reason. And I was thinking about, when you look at his first Model T, it was simple. It was black. They only had one color. It was black. All the materials was the same. It was just one car. This is what we was making. And then he took it, created the assembly line, and then he was able to scale from there. But it had to start with that one. If he came out with all these different models, with all these different colors, with all these different things that you could have got, it wouldn't have been in a position to where it was something that you could have did with it. Sure. So, one of my I could say one of my mentors, somebody that I follow a lot, which really helped me when it came to this concept, was Tony Robbins. And one of the things that he says is complexity is the enemy of execution. And that's something that I've really realized. Like, over these last 20 years of being in real estate, 15 years of running Brooks and Davis real estate firm, we've stalled out many times. Numerous times this company has stalled out because we were too complex in what we were trying to execute on. And that's why we couldn't grow. Once we start realizing that, that's when things start taking off. So I mention that because you're probably doing the same things in your business, is that you're approaching it it's too complicated. What you're trying to do is too complicated. All right. Okay. Boom. There we go. Why is that one right there? These are not the slides y'all supposed to be seeing. I had it all ready to go. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my slides together. Wrong way. How they even get up there? That was interesting. All right. I mean, that was. It's like the slides are in the right order, but it starts going the wrong direction. All right. So, and who all has seen this before? Seen it? Seen it? All right, somebody explain it to me. What is that?
Okay.
Yeah, man, explain it to me.
It's a process of getting paid.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say, Trayvon, because I spent a lot of time creating it. So
Okay.
I need a little more thorough.
Yeah, how you get paid.
Yeah, I need to-
Right to step 6.
Yeah, I
Get
need a little
paid.
more. I need a little more thorough explanation.
Success formula for a real estate agent to get paid in his profession.
Okay, trying to make. Can my Zoom people see?
Yes,
Okay, y'all see the
Yes, we
y'all-
can.
Yeah, I can see
yes,
it.
we can see.
Y'all see the success formula.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, good. I guess I could have asked Evans, man. You could have told me what that I could see it. You looking at it on the phone. Boys and selfish. All right, so who else? Who else want to give it a go? What is this formula? What is this success formula? Like, somebody walk me through the buckets. Anybody want to walk me for you all that have, especially for the ones that have seen it before? Go ahead, Ranier. I can always
Okay,
depend
so
on-
I do like this formula because it saves you a lot of time and it keeps you from spinning your wheels, and it takes you off that hamster wheel with people because so first this is you attract the person. This is your first step.
Mhm.
They don't get across that line until you're ready. So when you attract them, you hear what they want, what it's about. And then number two, you're gonna vet them. Vetting to me is the most important part on this slide. I could be wrong. Michael might see it different, but you have to see, are they really ready to move forward with, are they able? So, and Michael had told me, don't you tell the people that you're vetting them, like, I'm gonna vet you. No, don't do that. So, after I vet them, then I'm gonna convert them from a customer to a client. Now you a little bit more ready. I'm spending more time with you. We're developing a relationship, and the paperwork, goes forward. So then, fourth, you serve at the highest level. Now, I done vetted you. I done converted you from a customer to client. Now I'm ready to show you some houses. So we got to be all the way down here before I'm spending my time, taking you places and running you around. I messed up because I did number 4 first. Michael told me, he
Ain't
was
just
like,
you.
no, no. When
It ain't just you. It ain't just you. But most people that's where they start. Number 4. They serving people that ain't their clients. But go ahead, Raniel.
that, yes, and they can't rub 2 nickels together. And then the transact. When you got a person and you move to the transact, now you're getting ready to eat. Because I'm gonna tell you something. People will say a good game. They will tell you a good story about how beautiful and how much they want, this house. But let me tell you something. Stories don't taste good because you can't eat a story. And emotions don't go down like soda because you can't drink it. I'm telling you. So after you finish that transact,
Don't go down like so.
then you close, and that's when
Well,
you get paid.
hold on,
So
Raniel, because we need to get that cliff note you just gave. You say emotions don't go down like soda.
I said emotions don't. I said stories don't taste good like food, and emotions don't go down like soda.
So stories
It's
don't
not
taste
going.
good and emotions don't go down like story. So
Yes, it's not gonna feed you. All that talking about how much you want this house, it's not gonna equate to nothing.
hey Raniel, man,
Let me
y'all give
stop.
it. Look,
So
y'all give it up for Raniel, man. Hey, good job, Raniel. Hey, way to walk through that thing because the whole reason that I created this formula was because it helps me identify where the gaps were where the gaps are in how people are operating their business. All right. So now when we talk about, we're talking about lead generation. We're talking about this month, we would say about lead generation or whatever. When you look at this formula, where is that? Like what part of the formula is this month's theme? Like business, attracting business, lead generate, all that. Where is that at? Where is that on the formula? This month's theme. This month's theme, where is that on the formula?
Attract.
Number one.
Number 1.
All the way at the top.
Yes, number 1. I can't even talk to y'all about them other buckets until we get right with number 1,
Right.
right? Because without number 1, guess what? You ain't got nothing in number 2.
We can't bet nothing.
You ain't got nothing in number 3.
Can bet a bet.
You ain't got nothing in number 4. You ain't got nothing in number 5. And you sure enough ain't got nothing in number 6, which means you ain't got nothing in your bank account. So it's got to start with number 1. So that's why this month and the activities and programs that we're doing this month are extremely important, especially for my recently licensed agents. It's very important because for us to, as a brokerage firm, for my mentors, for my leaders of my company, for us to properly help our newer agents, our recently licensed agents, for us to really help y'all, we gotta have business to be working on, okay? And without business, we can't teach you. Like it's hard for us to teach you. It's not gonna work. I'm not even gonna say it's hard. It ain't gonna work. Once you get 20 years into something, you can just start making bold statements and say, that ain't gonna work. So that ain't gonna work. So it ain't gonna work if you ain't got no business. We can't teach you if you ain't got no business. So that's why this month is very, very important for us because it helps us traverse this formula. Now, I was having a conversation with Trayvon. I had a conversation with you, Trayvon, during our one-on-one coaching. And what I told him was that I can't have deeper conversations with a lot of some of my agents because we haven't got past step one.
Yeah.
Right. I can't start having conversations about effectively vetting, like Roniel said. Roniel said that's the most important part to her, vetting. I can't have conversations with you about effectively vetting people if you never bringing anybody to be vetted, like you're never in a position to vet. I can't talk to you about how to effectively convert and increase your conversion ratios, right? To get picked more often if you're never in a position where you're competing for business with another agent or something because you haven't attracted anything. I can't have those conversations with you. I can't have those conversations about customer service and how to offer better customer service and how to get through the transaction without having as many headaches. Ain't that right, Jackie?
That's right.
Get through the transaction without having as many headaches, right? I think I said this to Jackie. I don't know. I said it to somebody. I say, when you get to transaction management, it ain't about if something gonna happen.
It's when.
It's about
When.
I don't care who the client is. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care how simple it looked from the beginning. Something about to happen. It's gonna go down, right? But you get more skilled in the transaction management thing and managing things, and you can mitigate it. Let me say, you can't eliminate it because something gonna happen.
Some won't happen.
But you can mitigate it, right? And then you can get paid more. All right, so that's that. Now, here's a key. When it comes to, so that's why that's really important. All right, so here, this week, please do right. All right, so number one, right? That's where it all starts. That's what this month is all about. It's all about number one. It's all about attracting business. All right, so now here's another big aha that I experienced, and now I can better have conversations around it. All right. So one of our other concepts has to do with 3 levels of income producing activity, right? So I know for you all that have been with us for some time, that's something that I always talked about in our one-on-ones, in our group coaching, about doing income producing activities, right? You know, when it comes to, when I talk about the fake work and all that other stuff, a lot of it has to do with not doing enough income producing activities, okay? I'm reading a book right now, and in the book it says that when you look at successful realtors, when you look at what they do every day, that they spend 80% of their day in front of people, in front of the potential customers. That's what they said. They spend 80% of their time in front of potential customers. That's what, when you look at the top producing real estate professionals and you look at their behaviors and how they're spending their time, 80% of it is in front of potential customers, right? So that's just another way of saying they spend 80% of their time attracting business, doing income producing activities that are in bucket one. All right. They're attracting all the time, attracting. All right. So now you could get good at that. You could get really, really good at attracting business. Hey, I got really, 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 really good at attracting business. At one point in my career, I was attracting close to 200 leads a month.
Good.
200 and documented, right? Because I don't do the fake stuff. I knew I'd attracted 200 leads because I had spreadsheets where I kept all the leads. And there were months where when I looked at the numbers, it said 200. 150, 120, right? How many of you all have ever attracted 100 leads? 200 leads, 50 leads. What's the most leads you attracted in a month? And anybody ever thought about that? Like the most amount of leads you've ever attracted in a month? Right? So look, I got really good at attracting leads, but it wasn't translating. It still wasn't translating. Like you think, man, you attracting 200 leads, bro, you killing it out there. No,
Yeah.
wasn't killing it. And the reason being is that we're trying to get to level 3, right? Level 3 is lead fulfillment. That's where we can get to that bucket that talks about conversion, people becoming clients, right? So that's lead fulfillment. You go out there and you attract business with the intent that they turn into a client, right? Okay, so you attract the business with the intention they turn into a client. And that's how I was approaching it. I got these 200 or 150 people, and my intention is to turn them into a client. So let me tell you what would happen. I would engage these people, and then I would realize they ain't ready to be a client, or they can't be a client, or there's just multiple reasons why they were stopping them at that moment, at that particular time, to be a client. And I go meet, so then I go meet a new person. And guess what? They wasn't ready to be a client. And I go meet some new people. So 10, 15, 20 more people come in. And they ain't ready to be client. All right. So Houston, we have a problem. I'm out here attracting all this business, but ain't none of them turning into clients. Well, this is what I realized. They not, you as a real estate, a part of your job description, and I know y'all have heard me say this, a part of your job description as a real estate professional is to help people get prepared for their real estate need, whatever they're looking for, whether that's to buy, whether that's to sell. It's a part of your job description to prepare people. Now, I was the same way, but I'm gonna get on y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna get on y'all. I was the same way. Ain't none of these people serious. Man, I keep getting people that ain't ready.
Oh, that's the real.
The realtor, yeah. I'm saying it was me too. Man, I mean, I'm out there doing all this work that you're telling me to do, man, but I just keep getting these people ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
These people ain't ready. These people ain't nothing. Right? When in reality, that's how they supposed to show up. Because if they show up knowing everything, if they show up knowing the process, if they show up knowing what to do, if they show up having access to all the resources, if they show up having all the knowledge, what they need you for?
They're not gonna show.
What they need you for? There's no need. You're not valuable if they come with the amount of money, with the credit, with the lender, with the house they want, with the paperwork. They don't need you. You're not gonna get back.
At that point. They don't need you.
They don't need you, right? I know. Listen, every now and again you may get lucky, and them boys be like, "Man, I'm just gonna put your name on the contract." But guess what? Sometimes them be the hardest ones. Because the ones that just want to put, but here, let me tell you what come along with that. We just gonna put your name on the contract. We gonna put your name on the contract, but we want half or 3/4 of the commission, or that's what come with that. All right, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They put your name on the contract, they want the bulk of the commission, but what they don't realize is that it's still a lot of work that needs to be done after the name's on the contract. Yeah. There's still a lot of work. That's that transaction management bucket that as a realtor, we still got to do. So you ain't really saving me a bunch of money because you found a house yourself. The real work happened once we get it under contract. People don't realize that. But I'm just telling you, that's what comes with the easy deal. When they feel like when they feel like they're handing you something, because trust me, you're gonna run into a lot of people that feel like they're doing you a favor. You see my people in the room, they didn't feel that. They didn't feel that conversation before. You're gonna run into people that feel like they doing you a favor by letting you assist them in their need. You're gonna run into that. All right. But guess who don't treat you like that? Them ones that come to you and they ain't ready. The ones that come to you and they credit ain't where it needs to be. The ones that come to you and they need some guidance on saving. And they need some guidance on getting ready. They need some guidance on what kind of repairs need to be done in the house before I sell it. Or what type of resources are out there to help me maybe bridge some of these liens or these gaps that I have. Like them people, when they come to you, and as a real estate professional, you assist them in getting ready, you ain't never got to worry about them wanting to ask for your money. I promise that. You ain't never got to worry about them people asking you for some money. And you know why? Because you've been valuable. All right. So the biggest issue with me and with a lot of agents, when it comes to the ones that do follow the instructions and they go out there and they hustle and they attract the business, if you miss this second part, which is you have to manage the lead, you have to nurture it. Most people are not going to show up ready to go. Most people are going to show up and they're not going to be ready for after 6 months, 6 to 12 to 18 months. Them the people that's going to show up today. Okay? Them the people that's going to show up today. Most of them. Right? And then you got a lesser amount that's going to show up. But even the lesser amount, the ones that are a better quality lead, they still ain't gonna be ready for 90 days, most of them, right? So you gotta understand this timeline, this window of lead attraction to lead fulfillment. Like for the most part, when we talk about quantity, for the most part, you gotta understand how to manage that gap. That's the tough. Say it again, Evans.
That is the toughest part for me.
That's the toughest part for everybody. That's the toughest part for most of us, if not all of them. That's the toughest part. All right. And it's because, and I think you was gonna say it earlier, they don't teach y'all that in real estate school.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. They did not tell me none of that in real estate school.
They don't teach you that in real estate school.
But Evan said it's like birthing an elephant, 2 years, nurturing it for 2 years.
Right, yeah, like,
Yes, ma'am.
like, the way I see it is like in my normal business W-2 world, turnaround transaction from point of contact in some big deals or what have you is 90 days less, if that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rewriting the contract, everything, whatever deal it is, buying a car, finding something. But here we're talking about longer than a tri-semester of giving birth here. I can't.
It's a gestation time. And guess what? Guess what, Evans? It's one of those things, either you gonna do it or you not. There's no easier way. There's no other way. There's no better way. We
But
talk
in
about.
the end, you have someone that's capable of doing what you've nurtured or just suggested them to do. So you gotta look at that end too.
Well, here's the reality. Once you embrace it, once you accept it, like, this is what the work is. Like, once you embrace what the work of a real estate agent is, right? Because in reality, this work that we're talking about, the attracting business, the lead management business, really, see, listen, the attracting business, when I have these initial conversations with people about the attracting business, and then they finally buy in and they start executing, they start seeing it, and you start getting excited. Like there's an excitement with the attracting business and building momentum in that. And you're attracting these people that are having these conversations with you. You get excited about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
The lead management, it's boring. I know, listen, I know y'all pain. It's boring. It's the same kind of, you're fighting those thoughts of, man, am I ever gonna get anywhere with this person? Like, is this person really, is it ever gonna show up? They're not answering. Sometimes they answer my phone call. Sometimes they don't answer my phone call. Sometimes I send them a text message. Sometimes they return. And then sometimes I'm just minding my business and they send me an arbitrary text. So now I'm like that. And then I respond back to them and then they hear crickets again. Like that whole lead management process, right? That's the work. Right? That's where you got to get yourself going. But this is what I can assure you. If you commit to the lead, and we call it ABCs. ABCs of follow-up, right? Because that's how we rank leads. Most of your leads are going to be B and C leads. And it's going to be your job as a professional to convert those, to help those B and C leads become A leads. See, you're looking for A leads, and A leads don't show up. A leads have an agent already. A leads have an agent already. Yeah, stop looking for A leads. A leads are people ready right now, ready, willing, able right now. Them people have agents because somebody met them when they was a B or a C lead, and they nurtured them and they stayed with them until they became an A lead, and then that's how they got that deal. Stop looking for A leads. Gotta look for B leads, right? So now, when you commit and you accept it, and you start spending 1 to 2 hours a day doing it, right? You attract your leads. You have access to the tools and resources to capture them, and we have the strategy when it comes to the ABC follow-up that we execute when it comes to managing them, right? B leads twice a month, C leads once a month, no matter what. If you commit to it and you do it, life as you know it as a real estate professional is going to change.
Yes.
Right? Listen, being a realtor, having systems and processes in place and making money, oh, that's a quality of life, baby. I promise you it is. It's not, I used to say this all the time. I still say it. Man, real estate is one of those beasts, man. It's hard to conquer. But once you do, woo, you live in a different world, man. Listen, real estate agents, licensed, people that have the same real estate license that you have, out here making more money than athletes, doctors, lawyers, politicians, engineers, company agents out here making not 1 million, multiple millions of dollars, and not gross commission. I'm talking about net to them in their bank account, multiple millions of dollars, right? They living in the same realtors. People got the same license you got, living in the same neighborhoods as wealthy people, going to the same part of the same clubs, doing the same activities, got the same license you have, right? There's enormous opportunity in this business if you do it right. And the lucky for y'all, you ain't got to take 20 years to figure it out. It took me 20 years. How many of y'all got 20 years? Y'all want to take 20 years to figure out what I had to figure out? Or y'all just want to listen to what I'm telling y'all to do? You want to, right? Right? You can either go figure it out, just take 20 years, or take 20 minutes and listen to what I'm telling you. Right?
20 months.
20 months.
So far, that's where
I
I'm
love
at.
it.
That's 20 months.
So, level
How may I
one,
help you?
what'd you say? Oh, sorry. All right, so level 1, lead generation. That's where you attract the lead. Level 2, lead management. That's the work. I'm gonna start using that, Evans. That's the work. All right. And then level 3, lead fulfillment. That's where we get them to, that's where we convert them into clients. All right. So as I wrap this part of it up, we overthink a lot. We design things so complex that it becomes difficult to get the results that we're looking for. So we got to look at how we're approaching these 3 things right here. What are we doing on a consistent basis to attract business? And then how are we handling the nurturing of our leads?
I'm on number 2 because I feel like I've gotten simple stuff right up to the nurture.
Okay. Well, now we got to get
Get in touch with your feminine side, the nurture.
no, you really don't have to. Y'all have the tool. You got the lead tracker, right?
Yeah.
You got the concept
Yes.
of how to rank them, right? If they looking for less than 90 days, they'll B. If they looking for more than 90 days, they'll C, right? We've accepted the fact we're gonna have more B and C's. They're gonna be B and C's. If I got 100 leads, 80 of them is C's, 10 of them is B's.
But you get
5 to
that,
10 of them
right?
is A's.
Most of the other agents don't get that. That's where they fall off at, right there between 2 and 3. And they never go back to the lead again.
And that's why I gotta keep saying it over and over and over again. In our group coaching, in our one-on-one coaching, in our mentoring, in our training, I'm gonna say it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get that part if you ever gonna have any kind of traction in this business.
That's the most important.
All right, so overly, and that's the simplicity of it, Jackie. That's why it ain't got to be so complex. I think some of why we make it so complicated is because we don't want to do this stuff,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's why we
The
make it
A's,
so
they want all the
complicated.
A's.
Yeah, you make it so complicated. You try to fill in with these other activities that ain't leading you nowhere, so you can feel like you done something, because you don't want to know, you don't want to do what you know you need to do to get the kind of traction you're looking for,
When your bank account
because
ain't
it's
great.
work. Because it's work, right? All right. Okay, so let's talk about the month. Let's talk about what we have going on this month. All right, y'all pull out y'all capture these things. Now we are trying to stop sharing my screen, y'all. I'm sitting over here acting like I don't know how to use Zoom.
Yes, you while you live, that's all.
I do, man. I don't know why. I just wanna share for a minute. What the little Zoom thing is. I wasn't even sharing no more. Did I stop sharing? Oh no, I'm sharing. I was about to get on them again. I was like, yeah, I wasn't looking at the screen. Got me doing this talking. Okay, so we got a month full of stuff. All right. All of it is themed around lead generation, lead management, attracting business. Okay, full month. Now, I looked at the calendar. Y'all know we had that calendar and group me that we send out with all of our activities. And unfortunately, that calendar is all over the place. So I'm gonna get my staff and we're gonna fix it. Like it's too many, it's a bunch of errors and mistakes in the flyer. So I hadn't looked at it, but now that I looked at it, I'm like, what are we doing with the calendar? All right, but tomorrow we got the town hall meeting sponsored by Marquee Type. All right, now here's the thing. If you're going to attract business and if you're going to grow your business, you should at least know what direction your brokerage firm is moving, right? For you to see what kind of alignment that you should be having in your business. We may be talking about doing stuff that does not align with what you're trying to do at all, right? You need to know that. So that's why the town hall meeting is going to be important, because we're going to be laying out messaging. And see, here's what you can do with the messaging that we do as a brokerage firm. We've been very intentional about how we have aligned our message. And we follow the formula, we follow the format. And you can use the same formula and format to create a clear and concise message to your customers and to help you attract more business. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So that's another reason why you should come and see how we've aligned everything, and then how we now from our messaging, we're able to splinter off all these different things that we're doing. It allows for us to operate more efficiently and more effectively, right? You all should be looking for more effective and efficient operations of your business. That's what you should be looking for. All right, so that's tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Saturday, our mentor just left. We're having our hands-on mentee workshop. Saturday, not during the week, because you know a lot of y'all had jobs, so y'all like, I can't make it because I got the job. What are you doing, man? You're being a distraction. You are being a distraction. Okay, that's what I do in my class. I call people out. You, sir, are being a distraction.
Michael, they
All
also
right.
got the parade this Saturday for those of us that volunteered.
What'd you say, Rael?
We
Oh.
got the parade this Saturday for those of us that volunteer.
That is true. That is true. So we have two things. We have the Brooks and Davis hands-on mentee workshop. And like I said, it's on the weekend. So for you all that say, oh, well, I can't come to stuff because I got a job or I'm at work. Well, if you don't come on Saturday, I know it ain't because of your job, right? Now it may be, oh, well, I've been working all, this probably what you tell yourself in the bed when your alarm go off at 10 o'clock. Oh, I've been at work all day. I've been at work all week. I just need a day to sleep in. So this the day you pick when you got valuable stuff happening that can contribute to you growing your business. What I'm saying is don't pick that day. Sleep in on a different day. All right. Don't sleep in during the day that's contributing and growing your real estate business. If you want to have a successful real estate business, like that don't work. That don't equate. Okay, so that's Saturday. And then what Roniel said was, we're heavily involved in the community, and one of our main vehicles of our community involvement is the Houston Black Real Estate Association. So I encourage all of you to become members. I'm a member. I'm on the board. I'm a part of the leadership. The Houston Black Real Estate Association has a massive impact to the community. And we do things like on Saturday, we had to move the MLK parade. They moved the MLK parade because it was like 20 degrees outside on that Tuesday. And I guess people was like, we ain't finna be marching in them, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they was marching like that in Montgomery, Alabama. It wasn't 20 degrees when they was out on them streets.
They were marching.
That's true, but it wasn't 20 degrees. It wasn't cold, I guess. So they're moving that to this Saturday. So if you're interested, there's going to be some other Houston Black Real Estate Association events that we're going to showcase. If you're interested in joining that organization, I got people, I can talk to you about it. We got people in the organization that are already members. They can talk to you about the benefits and the value. But you definitely should become a part of the Houston Black Real Estate. So that's Saturday. Hands-on mentee workshop. The theme is going to be lead gen and lead management. And then we have the MLK parade. All right, the 14th, that's Wednesday, February 14th, featuring Margaret Harrison and Miss Laverne Moore, who's on here. What up, Laverne? Gonna be doing nurturing database. How many of y'all have a database? You think you have a database? All right, here's the next question in. Where is it? Right. Exactly. Oh, you got a database, huh? Where is your database? All right.
Trey didn't even move.
Trey was like, oh, you said it's on his computer. All right.
Are we
Nurturing-
using it now?
Nurturing database. So you're gonna get you some that's on Wednesday, 12 o'clock. All right. So now Thursday, I didn't say this. So Thursday, marquee title, that's tomorrow. There will be lunch served, Jackie. There will be food. All right. All right. So Wednesday, nurturing database. Thursday, February 15th, Houston Black Real Estate Association is having an event.
Oh, which one?
HBREA events. Yeah, I had it up 9 seconds like it won't show me the thing. Come on, man. So I can show the fly, dog. Let me show the fly. Let me show the fly to the people.
Froze or something.
Nah, it wouldn't go to that tab. Tripping.
Oh.
Let me see if I can go to their website. Uh-oh.
No, I might need to.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this link on HBREA Houston.
I didn't know. Well, why don't- Burn bushes.
Man, it won't do it. All right, well, I was trying to show y'all the flyer. We'll post the flyer in the group meet. But I think this topic is something that you should take advantage of. It is the, let's see, HBREA events. So the topic is going to be increasing your business with social media and AI. Increasing your business. So again, it falls in line with our theme for February. Utilizing AI and utilizing social media to increase your business and build relationships, genuine relationships. All right. That's going to be on February 15th. Lunch and Learn start at 11 o'clock. They are only $30 if you're not a member. No, $25 if you're not a member and you pay in advance. Now, if you pay at the door and you're not a member, it's $30. If you become a member, like myself and others, then you pay $20 in advance and then $25 at the door. Now, again, these are Lunch and Learns. We do them every month. And this month, learning how to build your business, grow your business, attract business, utilizing social media and AI. Okay. If you want the link to where you can go and purchase the tickets, let me know. The link is hbreaevents.org, but for whatever reason on my computer it's not doing right, but I can easily text it to you. And we're going to be dropping the flyers in the group me, whether you're in the agent group me or the World Changers group me. Make sure y'all keep y'all notifications on and make sure y'all check y'all emails because that's our main mode of distribution, letting y'all know about all these things. All right. And at that Lunch and Learn, they're going to have food, Jay. Sponsorships. Out there and attract some business. Like all the opportunity is out there for you to get all the sponsorships you're looking for. All right. So Thursday, the 15th, also Thursday the 15th. Something else that the Houston Black Real Estate Association does is it's called a HUD certificate home buying class. Now, let me tell you the beauty of the HUD certificate home buying class. You can use it to attract business. That's what you can use that one for. Right? It's people out there that are looking for home buying education opportunities. This don't even cost, the class is free. The class is virtual. It don't cost, right? There are people out there that are looking for these home buying education opportunities that you don't know yet. But if you put a flyer out there saying, we got this class that you can participate in, if they respond to you, what are they telling you? I'm a lead. I'm a prospect. Rank me, Mike. Rank me. Give me a ranking. Am I a B or a C? What am I? What am I? Right? They begging. So you can use that class. We do that every month. Right? Your broker is the PAS education chair. I was responsible for creating the class and building it and pushing it. I'm still working in that committee. You got direct access to this stuff. Okay? I'm gonna be the president of the Houston Black Real Estate Association next year. You got direct access to the resources, the tools, the knowledge, the experience, the relationships that organization commands. The organization is celebrating 75 years this year. Been around since 1949. You think that thing ain't got some juice? Organization's got some juice. You got access to it. That HUD certificate class, you can use that to attract business. All right. Again, the flyer is going to be in the group me. Take the flyer, post it on your platforms, utilize social media. They got to attend the orientation, which is going to be on Thursday at 6, and the class is on Saturday at 10. When?
It's free for them.
Yeah. It's free for them. Yeah, but the class is really for them. Like it's a class because when they finish it, then they'll get that HUD certificate that they can use to access down payment assistance.
Yeah.
Right. So people are familiar with that there's a class out there that they can get a certificate. They know about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the only one that don't charge nothing.
Right.
Some of these classes charge up to $100 for people to get that certificate. And you can provide something and it don't cost them nothing. Yes, ma'am, ask me. Be a member.
It's 6 p.m. Thursday and Saturday at 10.
Orientation.
So the orientation for that class is a 2-hour orientation that's on Thursday at 6. And then the 4-hour class is on Saturday at 10. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Huh? You went out on me. I can't hear you now. I heard you earlier. I can't hear you no more. It may be my computer, man. Like it don't want to show. It don't want to show the slides. You know what I'm saying? It's possessed.
Will that be on the group meet?
There we go. Boom. I can hear you now. Yes, that flyer is going to be posted in the group meet. Matter of fact, if you click on the group meet gallery, then you may be able to see the flyer from January because it's the HUD certificate class flyer has all the dates on it for the whole year.
Yes, sir.
All right, but if you don't see it, yes, it's definitely going to go out in the Friday send out.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Now, also on the 17th, in addition to the HUD certificate home buying class, we have the pre-home buy session. Pre-home buyer session. All right. You know what's good about that class? You could use it to attract business. And you ain't even got to do nothing. You ain't even got to show up. Share it. Thank you, Evans. Just share it. And guess what's going to happen? People going to be coming down and talk about, Mike, I'm a lead, rank me. What am I? B, Steve, what you want? That's what's going to happen. When you throw that out there, people going to start showing up. Now you got you some leads that you can start nurturing. So that's February 17th. All right, Wednesday, the 21st, for my apartment locating people. Want to get in apartments. Apartments is the thing that they want to be in. All right, we doing an apartment locating training. Right now, the apartment locating training that we did last time with Bria Craig is the most popular video that we have on our YouTube channel by leaps and bounds. We've attracted agents because of that video. We borderline viral, baby. All right, apartment locating. That's something that's people are into. Maya Urson. She a part of the J team?
Yes.
A member of the J team. Our resident apartment locating expert is going to be providing teaching a class on February 21st, Wednesday, February 21st. It's going to be at 12 o'clock. All right. Thursday, February 22nd. We got a lunch presentation. Lunch, Jackie. TD. Texas, no, I'm the same way, Jackie. I like to go to eat. All right, Texas Dow Employee Credit Union, also known as TDECU. All right, they have some special mortgage programs that they're going to be presenting to us. Yeah, they're going to be presenting to us. Now, guess what you can do with that information? You can take the information that they give you and the food, and you can use these special programs to go attract business. You getting the theme now, Evan? You getting the theme now? You can use this to attract business. All right. I promise you, agents, listen, the kind of marketing that agents are doing, it is borderline comical. Okay. They're not giving anybody any reason to pay attention. It is not valuable. It's white noise. That's what I call it, white noise. Don't get caught up being white noise on social media. You will get ignored or on email or via text message, making phone calls. If you have no substance, people will ignore you. So don't be that. That's why we're working so hard to provide y'all with substance that y'all can have for when you are engaging people socially or texting people or emailing or calling them or going out and shaking hands and passing out flyers. Okay. Saturday, February 24th. One of the areas that we're heavily farming, Shadow Creek Ranch, we're doing a corporate open house. We've already identified the listing that we're doing an open house. So if you want to participate in that, you can, because it's a corporate open house. Now, guess what you can do with the open house? you can go attract business. We literally are dropping you in the neighborhood, giving you a reason to go knock on 200 doors and have something of substance to sell say to the neighbor. Guess what? We got a house for sale. You know anybody want to live in the neighborhood? We just want to make you, we just want you to know, right? You a neighbor, you want to know what's happening in your neighborhood. So I'm a realtor. I'm about the neighborhood. I'm just coming to let you know that they got open house going. You might want to come look at it, or you may know somebody, right? Now, if you go do that 100 times, do you have better or worse chances to possibly pick up a listing or a client? Is your chances better if you go have that conversation 100 times in that neighborhood? Is it worse? Or is it have no impact? How your chances looking if you go do that 100 times in the neighborhood? Yeah, at least. All righty. I raised my own hand. Look at that. Okay. All right, so that's the 24th. Wednesday the 28th. We're bringing back our friends with Fidelity Title, Chantel Froelich. Wednesday the 28th, 12 p.m. Nurturing leads. So she's gonna deal with that level 2, right? She's gonna give us some tools and resources that we can employ with the level 2. All right. And she gonna bring lunch, Jackie. She gonna bring some lunch.
That day too.
All right. So then finally, on the 29th, Thursday, Mr. E.L. Crane's coming back, Monarch Title. Lead generation / data mining. Lead generation / data mining. So he's going to provide us some techniques, some strategies, insights that can contribute to that piece of it as well. All right. So jam-packed, right? All filled with things that are following our theme of lead generation, attracting business, lead management, growing your business, business development, all of that. All right. Be on the lookout. We got the flyers coming out. We're gonna fix the calendar and then repost it so it'll be right and accurate. Okay. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up by just kind of reminding you all of some things that you should probably take more advantage of. All right. Some benefits and features of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. One of them is one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching. All right. Most real estate brokerage firms. I don't know another one, but it's a bunch of them out there. So I don't know. But I don't know another one that offers one-on-one coaching and you ain't got to pay for it. Now, the big boys, they have coaching. You can get one-on-one coaching, but it's going to run you about $1,500, $2,000 to get it. They'll give it to you. For us, it don't cost nothing. And I kind of gave y'all a list of what I did and what I've invested as far as time and money and expertise, 20 years, thousands trainings. I mean, come on, man. Who else you want coaching you? One-on-one coaching. If you're not doing it, if you haven't committed to one session a week, you should, because you're just leaving money on the table. Right? You're not taking advantage of your opportunities. That's the one thing that we've always promised at Brooks and Davis is we're not gonna give you a handout. If you come in looking for a handout from us, you're not gonna get it. But if you're looking for opportunities, you're gonna get plenty of them. But here's the thing about opportunities. You got to do something with the opportunity for it to materialize. All right, that's an opportunity. All right, group coaching. We're doing our group coaching every other week. Right? So the weeks that we don't do our digital programming, this week we did our digital programming, our live shows. The alternating weeks, we do a full week of group coaching, right? That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Group coaching. Mondays at 5:30, Tuesdays at 2, Wednesdays at 2, Thursdays at 5:30, Fridays at 11. Okay? Now remember, because I know y'all forgot, remember, every one-on-one coaching session, every group coaching session, you get a credit to your member dues, right? So don't be looking at us crazy when we send you that invoice. If you ain't did your coaching, come on, man, do the coaching, so you ain't gotta pay the invoice. All right, so one-on-one coaching, group coaching, mentor program for you all that are not connected to your mentor. Let us know, man, because when you start doing the things that we're telling you to do, you start attracting business and you start nurturing the business, then you start getting business. When you start getting into those lower buckets, when you start getting into the vet bucket and the conversion bucket and the transaction management bucket, you are going to need somebody to hold your hand, right? You are going to need them. So foster those relationships. If you're not talking to your mentor every month, you need to be talking to your mentor. I mean, every week, you need to be
Lunch drop.
at least every week. What'd you say,
Dr.
Dave?
Jones.
Dave unmuted himself randomly. Okay, so you need to be doing that. So the mentor program, leads. So not only do we give coaching, Michelle, we also give leads. It's too good to be true. It's too good. That's why people don't come, because they feel like you lying. You ain't giving all that over there at Brooks and Davis. We are, all right? We have our weekly lead distribution session every Thursday at 5:30. Every Thursday at 5:30, we have our weekly lead distribution session where our agents have access to spreadsheet that has over 200 opportunities. What we say about opportunities? You got to do something with them, right? If you don't get on there and you don't call the people and you don't nurture them, hey, that's on you. So we have that, and we have virtual desk time. How many of y'all know about virtual desk time? Well, y'all can answer the office phones. Y'all can get the leads that call into the office. Well, she just got to sign up for it, Jackie. It's here. It's here. All right, so leads. All right, community involvement. I kind of spoke about that. Houston Black Real Estate Association is the main vehicle. So I encourage you, learn more about it, get involved with it. The Houston Association of Realtors, we're heavily involved with that as well. It took me a minute to realize the value and the benefit of joining realtor organizations. Like when I first got into it, it wasn't something that I would do. I didn't see the value in it, but now I really see the value in being in organizations of professionals, of people that y'all do the same thing. Okay. So the Houston Association of Realtors, the Houston Black Real Estate Association do a lot for the community, and we participate and partake with them. All right. And then finally, accessibility. Listen, your broker answers the phone when you call him. What? He returns your text messages. So y'all do coaching, y'all do mentoring, y'all give leads, and your broker is accessible? Come on, man. Y'all over there killing.
Too simple.
Too simple. Listen, if you got something, you got a question, you having a hard time, we got layers. I get it, right? So you got your mentor, right? You got partner agents working with, but you got Shay, you have leaders that Laverne, I know y'all probably reach out to her, but you can also reach out to me, right? There's a wealth of resources that I have, knowledge, relationships that I built. I'm talking about with the compilation of 20 years, and I'm freely laying it at your feet and saying, you got access to it all, right? But again, it's an opportunity. And you got to take advantage of the opportunity of accessing that CEO Coach Mike. All right? All right, that's it, man. Any questions, any comments, anything for me today? How was this? It was good? It's good.
Good.
Jackie just loved it. I can just see it all over
It
her
was
face.
great.
She just hangry.
It was great.
All right,
Oh, good.
any questions? Any questions? Any questions? No questions? All right. Well, look, man, y'all go out there and execute on what we talked about. Track some business. The business that you attract, manage it, nurture it, right? And let's get it fulfilled, turn it into clients. Then you can really tap into the resources that we provide at Brooks and Davis to help get you to the finish line. Because the only way you make money, close transactions. Absolutely. So let us get there. Let us help you get there. All right, family. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.